Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about Solana and the Sol token. And I'm about to show you guys why it is this cryptocurrency is about to break out into new all-time highs and do exceptionally well. Now, there's a number of things we're going to be looking at in this video. Of course, we are going to be focusing predominantly on the Sol USD chart. However, there's a number of other charts that give us confluence in regards to what Solana is about to do, like Sol BTC, Sol ETH, and I'm also going to be showing you guys that Sol is about to do a very similar thing to what Nvidia did at a much cheaper price. So Solana is about to embark on a Nvidia-style journey in regards to its price action. So we are going to be breaking all of that down. My own personal preference on Solana, it's not my favorite cryptocurrency. From a purely sort of fundamental, philosophical point of view. However, it's a cryptocurrency that we've continued to highlight. You guys will know, or some of you that follow me regularly will know, that we were actually trying to long this at $17, and we literally got capitulated as it broke down here before it went on the megathon run that we've seen. What did Solana get to at its high? Around about $210. So Solana, since the sort of bear market lows, has gone on and done over a 10x. If you count the FTX capitulation, it's done exceptionally well. So the reason why I sort of gave my opinion there on Solana as a cryptocurrency and my own personal take is it's not my favorite crypto. I think there's cryptocurrencies that I'd like to see win more than Solana. However, the markets don't care about my opinion and they don't care about yours. They care about who has money and what they're doing with it. And ultimately, if you look at Solana, up until I think it was a couple of months ago, Solana saw more inflows year to date than Ethereum. It is the third most held altcoin by institutions. And there is a clear favoritism towards Solana. If you look at the larger crypto outlet or news outlets than myself, they highlight Solana consistently. We highlight Solana really from an investment point of view, as sort of seeing the potential that it has had and is likely going to continue to give. And that's ultimately why we highlight it. So leave your biases at the door. Whether you like Solana or not, it's done very well. It's going to continue to do very well. It's very much favorited. It's the third most held cryptocurrency as far as an institutional point of view. And, they are looking with Firedancer and things like this to solve problems that the chain currently has in regards to it needing to be restarted. The Solana phone, I'm actually considering buying one just to play around with. I think they're like £500. But Solana is going to do exceptionally well. And that's exactly what this entire video is going to be about. So we can derive our opinion, and we'll bring in Nvidia in just a second, on Solana based on a number of things besides fundamentally in regards to predicting what way its price is going to go. Now, if we look at the Sol USD chart, this is obviously where you broke out of your base. We'd call this a phase 1 into phase 2. So Solana is in an uptrend. It's still in that uptrend. The trend in regards to a concession of lower lows and lower highs, or higher highs and higher lows, lower lows and lower highs would be a downtrend, higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, is still very much intact. So the trend is our friend, and we ultimately expect continuation until there's a reason to suspect. Otherwise, if you look at Sol, where it's currently at, we do have a technical pattern in the form of an inverse head and shoulders. You can see your left shoulder there, your big head, and your right shoulder, nice puny weak right shoulder. You broke this, and then you've been consolidating and sort of retesting what was previous resistance, now flips support. This is very common before you see continuation in the trend. So this is ultimately likely going to take Solana, in our opinion, to $2,083, which is over we're going to look at a number of really interesting things in a second, guys. 13x from its current price. I think there's going to be cryptocurrencies, like we're in the deep in sector rather heavily and a lot smaller plays, and through the law of sort of small numbers, we ultimately think that we do have plays that are going to outperform that. And even when we look at things like total market cap, for example, our expectations are that total market cap is going to get to $3.7 trillion. The others market cap, which is everything outside of the top 10, is likely going to be round about $2 trillion of that, meaning the top 10 is going to be about 1.8 trillion, excluding Bitcoin. So that's total 2 that we just looked at. Solana's market cap currently sits at 68 billion. For it to 13x, you're talking about $600 billion market cap. There is the room for it to do that. However, we shall see. In the market cap itself, I mean, just looking at market cap, this is very kind of reminiscent to. It's very common when you reach an all-time high, you put a toe above it, and then you see consolidation before you then push above and beyond. We looked at a number of charts that look just like this in regards to Vanex Semiconductors. You can see Sol market caps around about here. You can see Microsoft around about here. Toe above it, consolidation, just like Sol today. Toe above it, consolidation, just like Sol. Toe above it, short consolidation. Gold is a big macro pattern. Obviously, we've got the Nifty 50. We have every reason to expect Solana essentially to go on and do rather well. Whether you look at the Sol BTC chart, or whether you look at the Sol USD chart, or whether you look at Sol market cap, we're going to look at Sol BTC and a number of other things that sort of lead us to believe Solana is going to do very well. But our Solana price prediction, of course, is that $2,083. And I think if you look at the Sol chart, it very much, and this is what we mean by it's about to go on an Nvidia style run, looks like Nvidia before it had broken out into new all-time highs. And we were predicting for Nvidia, first of all, we had our first target around about $33, and then a macro target of $73. And down here, certainly down here, this seemed very impossible, but down here, this didn't seem like it was going to come to fruition. And of course, not only did you actually make this target, you went above and beyond it, and we're currently setting up today to maybe see a $184 Nvidia price. So Solana is very much here in regards to Nvidia. If you look at these two charts, a lot of people don't quite believe that technical analysis can work to this degree, but we've had a lot of success with it. And Sol is basically about to embark on an Nvidia style journey, in our opinion, and certainly see continuation in the uptrend that it's in. See some of those technical price predictions get met. And when you look at Sol BTC, there's also technical patterns to believe that Sol is about to gain ground against Bitcoin and Ethereum, which also makes sense in regards to the Bitcoin 4-year cycle and when the alt season typically takes place being around the corner. When you look at the BTC 4-year cycle and you overlay BTC dominance, it is typically, and we'll go to a monthly time frame here, around about 114 days before alt season royally kicks off. So if we go here to here, you can see 215 days from the last halving here to here, 214 days, and 214 days from today for alt season to really kick off. And I think this is going to coincide with Bitcoin, which is about to sort of complete that descending pullback that it's been in, its broadening channel. We've got an $84,000 price prediction for Bitcoin. We've got targets to take us to 130, 151, and maybe 309. So with Bitcoin completing this, you're about to see Bitcoin dominance roll. This would take you into November the 1st. And that's likely why Sol, ETH, and Sol BTC look in the way that they will. They do, because Sol's about to do very well and start to outperform, which is signaled from a price point of view. You're going to get lift off from this support, and also from a Sol sort of pair point of view. And in regards to a sort of broader trajectory or blueprint for Solana, Nvidia very much looks to be giving us that blueprint of what's to come for Solana. It's very common that charts set up in the kind of manner that Solana is, and ultimately you're going to see that upside continuation on the back end of it. So this is a very sort of, has been a very technical video, because when we derive an opinion on an asset, it's predominantly purely technical for us, and there's a couple of things you can derive from Solana. First of all, it's done exceptionally well, and that's likely going to continue. There's no reason. It's always a bad situation to be in when you say, okay, something's done well, so that means it's not going to continue to do so. That's counter-cyclical to what's come before it. It's done very well. It's likely going to continue so. We know it's favorited by institutions. We see, certainly from that Ernst & Young report, that there is essentially, Solana is the third largest holdings of institutions. Also, if we look at CoinShares report, we know institutions love Solana. It's spoken about by all your sort of big financial media outlets out there. It's very much favorited, so it's going to continue to do well in regards to the capital that's going to be captured as a result of that. technically, we have a million and one reasons to be bullish on Solana, whether that be Sol USD, whether that be Sol market cap, whether that be Sol BTC or Sol ETH, and we know where we are in regards to alt season and how long that typically takes to take place, and how Solana's setting up in regards to its BTC pair and its ETH pair. So it's a very bullish outlook, whichever way you look at it. And again, whether you like Solana or not is entirely irrelevant. Certainly when it comes to making money, you want to leave your biases at the door and go with what's more, what's showing you signs of strength and what's likely going to continue to show signs of strength. And I think Solana ticks many of those boxes. Entirely up to you guys what you decide to do with your capital. I'm not a financial advisor, just my own take. We've put forward our reasoning to why we think Solana is going to do very well, and on the cusp of breaking out to new all-time highs, not just against US dollar, against BTC, Ethereum, and in terms of market cap. So that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this content as much as I enjoyed presenting it. On that note, I'm going to love and leave you. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all in the next one.